welcome one and all to the K.O.E Nation for a very special Spirits Review. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E, joined by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
Tony G. Like, share, subscribe.
So we are here to check out something that's just dropped, folks, and I'm really excited to get into this. This is Maker's Mark Wood Finishing Series 2021 limited release FAE 01.
What does that even mean?
It means 10 virgin toasted American oak staves were put into the barrel, I believe, along with a standard cask. So this is going to have a lot of flavor from what I'm expecting. So we tend to like whiskeys that go down that particular path.
We do.
Yes. Now I like how they don't have 1,000 tasting notes. They don't have it's pretty simple,
straightforward. I like it.
Yeah, and it's paper sticky too. But on the front, a fruit forward expression with notes of tobacco and wood.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Let's see what fruits we pick up.
I'm ready.
Oh, that was epic. That was
nice.
That was 12-star. And yes, for those who don't know, I am kind of a fan
of
the Maker's Distillery. I really like everything above their base offering.
Yeah. I think you've got almost as much Maker's as you do Dalmore.
Oh my, okay, let's get realistic here. But yes, Maker's Mark is one that really impresses me. It's a great wheated bourbon. Everybody's freaking out trying to get these wheated bourbons from other distilleries while Maker's just pumping it out, and it's as good.
And that's fine. You just go ahead and you
don't
go after Maker's, and you just let it be affordable.
Oh dear. Oh my.
What's the proof and the ABV on this?
It's pretty high.
I was gonna say it smells high.
110.6 proof, 55.3.
Wow.
ABV.
I was gonna say this one just bitch slapped me when I took my first nose.
I love the fruitiness though.
Oh, it's very fruit forward, like it insisted, but this one bites back. Ooh, this one burns your nostrils.
I mean, yes, it'll clear your sinuses.
Which is, I like that. I like them hot. I just didn't expect it to be this hot, but hey, I'm up for a challenge. You want to fight Maker's Mark? Let's do this.
Oh,
put them up.
Tony, you would not be the first person that's challenged Maker's Mark, and you won't be the last.
Yeah, few have non-fallen.
yeah. Maker's Mark's put a lot of folk down too.
Hey.
Yeah, this is an amazingly good nose.
Yeah, it's very sweet, sharp, citrusy. I can't, but toasted fruit.
Yeah, but it's cherry. I'm getting a lot of cherry.
Yeah, like a chocolate cherry.
Cherry pie.
Baked
cherry.
I'm getting like a dark chocolate cherry here now.
Oh my. I am worried, Tony.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
I'm worried this might be my favorite Maker's Mark.
Well,
I'm a little worried because the Still store pick was my favorite Maker's Mark.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
It's neat. The cherry doesn't come nearly as through. It's very cinnamon.
Caramel, apple spice. Oh, yeah. Very cinnamony. I love that.
It's got that standard Maker's Mark, like kind of almost that copper back. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah, no, it's like a copper apple pie.
Yeah.
With whiskey in it.
It's like an accentuation of the house style.
It's like soaking your apples in whiskey before you bake the pie.
Yeah. And it's hot.
And loading it up with cinnamon.
Ooh, it's warm. It's warm, but... Damn. Oh, that's
I'm going back to the nose now, and a lot more cinnamon on the nose now, for sure.
was about to say the sweet's been cut down after the first tasting. Now I'm getting a little bit more oak. The tobacco, I kind of understand. Like, it's a tobacco adjacent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Almost like a cooking spice.
This has the same tobacco quality on the palate that the Dalmore cigar malt has for me.
The ABV does change it a little bit because it's a hot and heavy one, but
yeah. Wow.
Oh my take.
This is really, really nice for the proof.
Oh my.
That's good. I think this is one you could actually drizzle some water in, not offended at all.
Yeah, I think this is one you could put it in water.
Yeah.
You could.
This is a good ice.
Oh yeah, ice would be great. Ice ball. Yeah. This would be. Mwah. Yeah, you could cocktail it.
You could.
It's sweet. It works. It'll work. This would work. And this cost me $65 USD. So this is actually cheaper than a lot of the private select store picks.
Now, how readily available is this?
They say it's a limited release, but they also call some bourbons special reserve. So I don't know. I think this is going to be a limited seasonal thing. There's rumors of them maybe doing this again later this year. Oh. We don't know. So this is a one bottling run, and once this is gone, it's gone.
Okay.
Now, the places I found it, they have a lot of them, but I don't know what that means. So, like, it could be gone by the time you see this video. It could be the most common thing you've ever found. I'm not sure. So
check back in a couple months.
Yes, but this is the best makers I've stumbled on in this life.
All right.
Dear, oh dear, my, oh my. So we're going to grade this on a couple of different scales. On a 5-star scale, half star being you can move on without it.
All right.
5 being you need to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. So, Tony, going to grade on a few scales. As a bourbon, as a whiskey, as a cask-aged spirit, it's shelving, and then the secret fifth question. So, as a bourbon on a 5-star scale, where do you drop this?
As a bourbon, I'm going to go with an easy 4. I mean, not even a question. Easy 4. Actually, I'm going to go 4 1/4.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 1/4. Because this is, it's hot, but
it's a good weeder.
Cinnamon with the fruit, and like you said, there's just enough tobacco note there. This is one that's going to appeal to some heavy-hitting bourbon drinkers.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you, but only just, and give it 4.5 as a bourbon.
That's what I figured.
Because this would be all the things you'd use a bourbon for.
Oh, yeah.
You could do with this bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Makers, you need to just do a yearly 10 virgin toasted American oak staves.
How many?
10.
Add 2 and release it at Christmas. It'll be the 12 staves of Christmas.
On the 12 staves of Christmas. Say that 3 times fast. 3 makers marks. Oh Lord. So, wow. So yeah, I'm gonna give that 4.5 as a bourbon. As a whiskey.
As a whiskey, I'm gonna stick with the 4 because while this is pretty versatile in what you could do with it, it's very hot, so this isn't going to be, and it's a limited release, so you can't just throw this up against the bar and just do whatever you want with it. This one, you got to appreciate it to really want to drink this. You're not just going to offer this up to anybody who wouldn't fully understand what they're drinking.
I'm going to disagree again, but only just, and put it at 4.25 as a whiskey. It's just hitting all the notes for me.
Mm-hmm.
And you could do everything with this. You could cocktail, put it on ice. You could just have it neat.
Sure.
It hits it all. I mean, if you're one of those people that likes to leave your whiskey in the freezer. Like,
yeah, this one would
I don't
be
recommend
great.
that, but you could, it would be great for that.
Yeah, ice cold, this would actually be really dangerous. If you put this in the freezer, you pulled it out, you're sitting around a fire, on a hot summer night.
Drop this in some people's glasses.
Oh, no, don't even do that. You just pop the cork and you pass this bottle around. This is going to disappear like that, and you're going to have a lot of happy folk, because that's how good that would be ice cold.
Hate to say it's right.
Yeah.
So, as a cask-aged spirit, T.
How long was this aged?
I don't know, but I'm going to guess with Maker's Mark, this is probably a blend of young and old. So I'm going to guess probably anywhere from 2 to 8 years is the blending of all the whiskey in here.
I'm going to go with 4. Because like you said, this did take some craftsmanship to do.
Now you're about to see something crazy here, folks. The glass is extreme. So I know, even more handsome. Let's see. Stave Profile FAE01. At Maker's Mark, our wood finishing series is a purposeful exploration to push the flavor boundaries of our classic bourbon in truly pioneering ways. For the 2021 release, we set out to create an expression to pay homage to our unique copper still design and celebrate our non-chill filtration process. This approach retains more of the fatty acid esters in our bourbon, resulting in a bigger fruit note and viscosity. We believe this process is so important to the overall taste of Maker's Mark that we create 2 expressions to pay tribute to this. The first release, FAE01, is fruit forward with more focus on barrel extractives. The second release, FAE2, is texture focused to really highlight the Maker's Mark mouthfeel. It's round, creamy, and mouth coating. Enjoy. So it didn't give us anything about age there, but it did give us a preview of something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Now,
okay. So how many?
If the second release isn't going to be like this, and you really like the fruitiness, unfortunately, T, I think I might have to stock up on this one.
Yeah. So this is very good. And how?
At least get one more bottle.
How quickly are they going to start releasing these?
As quickly as they can get them out to bourbon-loving bottle hunters like us.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
looks like they got 2 yearly series coming out now. So
so we should expect to see FAE02
fall.
fall.
I'm guessing probably around September, October.
So spring and fall alternating, and you'll start seeing these. Okay.
So it gives you something to look forward to outside of the late fall bourbon release season. So hey, 3 cheers to Maker's Mark. But so as a cask aged, what'd you give this?
I'll go 4.
4?
Yep.
I'm going to disagree, and you're going to think I'm being a little generous here, but again, it's cask aging. It's a new technology. It hits all the notes. You can cocktail it. You can put it on ice. You can have it neat. You could use it for kitchen whiskeys of any kind. It doesn't break the bank. It's amazing stuff. It feels like it's special occasion. I'm giving it 4.5 as a cask-aged spirit, and I think one of my highest ratings in that particular aspect.
Yeah.
Now, we move on to shelving. Top, middle, or bottom for this particular Maker's?
It's a top shelf bourbon. I mean, that's not even a question. This is a great bourbon.
This one stacks up against all of the allocated bourbons we've had.
Yeah.
And, like, the bourbon tournament's lucky this one wasn't in.
Yeah, as much as I love the store pick, like, comparing that one to some of the others, it stood out, but not in the right way, as it should have. This one, I think, would have been a lot more amongst its own in terms of a flavor profile. So yeah, I think this one probably would have fared much differently, because the store pick was so specific in terms of why we liked it. This one is so appealing to a top shelf bourbon drinker.
Yes, I cannot disagree with anything you said there. So yes, folks, if you happen to find one of these, I'd say go for it. And that's what I'm going to say is, am I going to get another bottle? The secret 5th question.
Yes.
When this runs empty? Probably before.
You're going to have another bottle when this is here.
Yeah. I do kind of take the philosophy with good whiskeys. 1 is none, 2 is 1. So, you got one that you can enjoy and know that you like it. And then you got one that you can hold back for a special occasion in a few years.
When you know what you like in terms of bourbon, you make sure you got enough once the first bottle's
to get through these hard times.
Right.
So, Tony, $65 USD. If you see this, are you going to seek this bottle out?
I probably would, but I also do need to get myself a bottle of Maker's 101, so...
Yeah, I think we're going to have to do a versus on that as well. Makers has been kind of knocking it out of the park with all their specialty releases as of late.
We have a lot of Makers to compare.
We kind of do.
Yeah.
We kind of do. I think the only reason Tony would say no to that is because he knows if he needs a dram of Maker's Mark, he can probably come over to Castle K.O.E. and get himself any variety of a dram of Maker's Mark. But
well, I'm also interested in the second release because that said it's going to have a much more intense
texture.
Yeah, texturized palate. Yeah,
it's going to be
that. I'm
exact words were. Let's see. The second release, FAE02, is texture focused to really highlight the Maker's Mark mouthfeel.
Yeah,
it's round, creamy, and mouth coating.
That
does sound a little more up your. So I'm going to stock up on this one. I'll let you stock up on the other one, and then we'll compare notes at the end of the year. So, T, anything you'd like to say to the folks?
No, this is beautiful. Great stuff.
As I'm known to say around here, folks. All that being said, this has been our review of the amazing Maker's Mark Special Release FAE01. I am your King of Extreme, the Baron of Bourbon himself, Phil K.O.E., signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partner.
Thank you much, Tony G.
Like, share, subscribe. Catch you later, folks.